So I just wanted to start off by giving a little backstory of my journey here. Behind me sit a very diverse group of people, undoubtedly. Hands of Peace has miraculously brought students from across the world, Israeli students, Palestinian students, Palestinian citizens of Israel, and that also comes with different religions, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, and a lot of things that I don't know about, and a lot of cultures that I don't know about. And so Hands of Peace for me, originally, I remember asking myself early on, what on earth am I doing here? Because I've never been to Israel, I've never been to Palestine, I'm not Christian, I'm not Jewish, and I'm not Muslim, so I was a bit lost. But I think that was the biggest benefit for me more than anything, was not having any sort of alignment with any of these people, because that was extremely uncomfortable for me. And when I think back on the situation, I think of all the times where I didn't know what was going on in our dialogue room. I didn't know what they were talking about. It seems like everyone has a story, whether it's a story where something bad in their life happened, they were exposed to violence, or a story where they saw loved ones go through something traumatic, a story where they felt unsafe in places like a kid like me would feel safe. And so I constantly was battling with myself about what I am doing here and where I belong as an American, what I should be saying. Should I be providing empathy? Should I be saying what I think? And what I did was just listen. And so from listening last year, I think I learned the most about myself that I've ever learned in 1 year. And that's the importance of understanding before we say something. And especially when you're outside of your comfort zone, we're able to learn more than you're ever able to learn inside of your comfort zone. So I'm grateful to be put outside of my comfort zone, because that affected me tremendously. I went back home after Hands of Peace, and I'm a part of a Model UN team, and I was privileged enough to share all the ideas that I've learned with that team and help us grow. I started my own podcast, and this guy was on it talking about immigration, border security, and I basically just understood that when you're in your comfort zone, it's easy to take a position and follow what your peers believe or what your party believes or what your parents believe. But that's not where you grow. And I'm glad that I realized that through Hands of Peace. And I'm very grateful that you guys provided me that opportunity. So thank you so much.
To be a great leader, I think it starts with perspective. Because perspective can do a lot for you. Let's take perspective in problem solving, which is one of the great skills you have to have as a leader. Problem solving is quickly coming up with a compromise or a beneficial outcome for everyone. And it's a skill that really, really requires good perspective. And what that means is being able to look at your friend on your left and your right and understanding that if they think something different than you, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're wrong. That just means that their opinion is different. And to be a good leader, you want to take that into consideration always when you're making a decision. But then also, on another side, you want to take perspective with daily decisions, because your social life is about to change a lot. And that comes with a lot of attachment to people and to things, and sometimes that can be really, really harmful, because that can lead to you caring a lot about what other people think about you, and that can lead to you, feeling embarrassed or developing a fear of looking stupid to other people. Eliminate that fear. That fear holds you back. You don't need to fear looking stupid to other people, because fear has killed more dreams than failure ever will. And I'll repeat that again. Fear has killed more dreams than failure ever will. So take the first step.
What do you think is the impact of social media on the mental well-being of our young people?
I think that social media has the ability to be very toxic for the youth. And one thing that I've learned a lot about is something called influencer culture, which is basically this idea that mainstream influencers who have a huge following post about their lifestyle, which is not likely for teens to live, but the teens kind of rely on them and listen to their opinions a lot and take their advice for everything. But when they find out that they can't live the same lifestyle that these influencers are living, it becomes toxic. And it's something that is a lot more common than I think a lot of people realize.
So what would you say is a benefit if it was used as a tool for good? How do you see it being used as a tool for good?
I think social media definitely promotes a lot of self-expression, which is very important in teens in today's day. And also, it's a platform. It creates communities. It allows you to reach out to other people, build relationships, build friendships, and you can run businesses on social media now. So there are a lot of pros, definitely, that can weigh out with the cons as well.